Hello, honey roses. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. All right, so let's see what Spirit has for us today. If you would like to book a healthy conversation or a reading or purchase any of my books, you can. Just visit www.milkhoneyRose.org. And if you would like to join the membership program, you can. I will be posting a video or two in the membership every week. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's talk and cuddle to the vibration of our souls. I like it. Time stops when I gaze into your eyes. This is very emotionally charged relationship. You are a gift to me. Come closer so I can open and see. So they want to open you up. And I feel like that could be in multiple ways now. Okay, I'm gonna keep it PG though. But I really feel like it's also like more so opening your heart, because that's where love begins. Okay, the mind, the heart is in the psyche. I can listen to you talk all damn day. I didn't write damn, but I just said it because it felt right at the moment. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot about talking. This person wants to talk to you. This person wants to have like these long, in-depth conversations with you about everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. Time stops when I gaze into your eyes. You guys are going to be very lovey-dovey. This feels like very lovey-dovey, to the point where people going to be looking at y'all like, y'all just get on my nerves. Like, why do y'all like each other so much? You'll be like, what y'all still talking? What are you even saying? Y'all been talking, y'all lips not hot yet? With the motor lips that y'all keep flapping? That's how the people gonna feel. And then y'all gonna be like, look, why don't you mind your business, okay? That's how I feel. This relationship is gonna probably get on some people's nerves, but they need to close their eyes and keep walking forward, okay? They rubbernecking. They keep looking at y'all. That's the problem. If they turn their head and find something else to look at, they be okay. So yeah, I'm getting that this is a very lovey-dovey relationship. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Let's see. And I also feel this energy of someone being very overprotective of you. However, I feel like that is mutual. That's an energy that I'm picking up that is mutual. That you are very overprotective of one another. You don't play about each other. It's not just that they don't play about you, but you also feel the same. It's like a very protective relationship. I also feel like this relationship is being guided, I want to say, by spirit. It's just very, I just keep on hearing emotionally charged. Okay. Let's see. What does this say? Caterpillar opportunity. Okay, so there's going to be some type of opportunity between the two of you. An opportunity for reconciliation. Because the wailing tree is here. Maybe there was some type of falling out. I don't know if it was big or small, but there was some type of disconnect. There was a reason for the disconnect that only you and them would know. So you know what this would be, but there's going to be a reconciliation. Meditation and stillness, deep quiet. Okay, I feel like this person or the both of you have been in deep thought about this relationship. This card is not even supposed to be in here, but it says round and round, and I feel like that's just someone having you on their mind often, okay? And this says repairing the veil, forgiveness. Okay, so someone did a thing that they really would like to gain forgiveness or receive forgiveness from you, or the other way around, depending on if you want to be forgiven. I don't know who did the thing. However, if they did the thing to you, then they're going to apologize and they're going to ask for your forgiveness because they want to repair what they feel was their fault. They feel like they were at fault for something. They're the reason that there has to be a reconciliation. So flip and switch, however it is, like I mentioned before, because this may be you that must consider apologizing for whatever you did if it was you. So you'll know if it was you or not, but I do see that here. Meditation, there's been a lot of deep thought about you from this person, and I'm just looking at these lips. I heard royal lips because this is purple, and purple, it always makes me think about royalty every time I see purple. Purple used to be my favorite color. I still like it, but I don't like it as much as I used to. But I do still like it though. Purple lips. Maybe some of you have a liking to purple, or the purple is meaningful to you for whatever reason, okay? But I did hear royal lips because I drew lips on this card here, and yeah, so that's how I feel about this situation. I feel as though I heard royal bloodline. So the both of you could be, or I want to say are, connected to a royal bloodline. And then I'm hearing a baby is going to be born into a royal bloodline. Somebody could be pregnant. Four of Pentacles. This person seeks stability with you. They seek to build a foundation with you. They feel like you are someone that they could do that with. They didn't feel like they could do that before. They didn't feel like they could build with anyone. I don't feel like they were successful. They kept on getting with people who were like illusionists. They would create illusions, and they were in like this player energy, and they had this overwhelming interest, I heard, in this person. Yeah, because they like the party, and that's what they wanted. That's what they focused on. So they've dealt with a lot of Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a representation of someone who doesn't know how to manifest, someone who does not, they don't have any insight. They don't have access to their intuition. They don't use it. It's inactive. The spiritual aspect of these individuals that this person was messing with at one time before, their soul is, they were soulless. They didn't have any activity on a spiritual plane at all. And this person has realized that. I don't know if it feels like they kind of just realized it. It doesn't feel like they realized it before. It feels like they were just having a good time before. With this 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, there's a lot of drinking. They was throwing it back, okay? There's a lot of shots and a lot of thoughts. Hey, it rhymed and that's what I heard, so I said it, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, let me see. What else? A lot of shots and a lot of thoughts. It's funny. Okay, King of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the Star, and the Fool. This person is in deep love with you. They think so highly of you, darling. You are their baby. I heard baby? I heard baby in a bottle. What? Oh, they like your shape? They like your physique. You are their baby in a bottle. Not the baby in a bottle. It's something about your physique. You must have a Coke bottle shape, or if you're a feminine, if you're a masculine, your physique is good, okay? You look good to them. They think you look good. You make them excited, okay? Look, this cat is getting frisky. Look at the picture of the cat. Look at it's a little sassy, like, you see that? You see the sassiness? Like, yeah, I'm walking away. Watch these hips wobble, baby. That's what the cat looks like real sassy. Like, you see it? You see it? I know you see it. You see, you like what you see? I know you see it. A little frisky, okay? So they feel like they're not going to get their heart broken by you as they have before with these, I heard bottle popping thoughts, okay? Hey, that's what I got. So they weren't happy there in that space. I feel like it turned into chaos oftentimes, and just unnecessary activity was taking place that they realized was not worth their time. So they would often detach from these people because they're just a little off it or something. Their Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They had really nothing to offer in any way. No comfort, no kind words, maybe a little flattery, but no, nothing of substance, nothing that could stick to your subconscious mind that you actually want to be in there. Nothing that is healing, nothing of substance. They didn't have anything. And they're like, I'm over here as a whole magician, and I'm over here with rocks. They felt like they was with like pop rocks. They were dating pop rocks. I don't know why I'm hearing pop rocks. Why pop rocks? That's so random. Rocks don't do anything. They're just there. Oh, pop rocks. All they could do is pop it? All right. This is a lot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that part there. Now, let's see. Because Spirit be taking me to places I didn't know I was going. Like, get in the car, come ride with me, okay? And then I say some crazy stuff sometimes, because I don't know, they said it, so I said it too. I'm just telling you. I'm telling y'all, Spirit is just like us. They think and say what they want, and hey, they just trying to tell you something. But I appreciate them because they say it in their own way. And that's what they want you to do too. Say things in your own way. However you got to say it to get the point across, you do that. It's about the intentions. That's what it's about. The intentions. You have good intentions. Are they pure? You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Where's the other card? Oh, they're over here. I want to get these cards. Let's see. Spirit, tell me a thing about this. I heard their love for you is effortless. Oh, that's the true intentions card. Well, I don't want that. Let me see. It says date. I'd love to get together sometimes and learn more about you. Okay, someone is about to reach out to you and tell you that they would like to go on a date with you because they're very, very interested. Interested, darling. Interested in you. They want to know more. They want you to look into their eyes and tell them about you. Future. Empathy. Okay, so those are the cards that came out. Empathy says, I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. That is very sweet. Very, very supportive. Future says, I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. So this person is imagining loving you. Imagining supporting you. Imagining everything that they want this relationship to be because they are a magician. I don't know if this person knows that they're a magician, but they are. Because they're doing magic. They're doing magic tricks. Do they even know that they're a magician? I don't know if they know, but I know. I don't know if they know, but I know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they know, but I know. Okay, let me stop singing songs so I can concentrate. That song came out of nowhere. Okay, let me see. This person can make something out of nothing. A magician. Right. Yang. This person is the yang to your yin. This person, I'm getting like that they have a really good alignment with their feminine and masculine energy, because just how the yang, and that's the masculine energy, is in aligned with empathy, that just shows like this alignment, which they're in their wholeness. Okay, that's wonderful. This is why they can love you effortlessly, because they have all the tools to. They just know how to do it. Okay? You look at them, they say, watch me how I do it. Just came out of nowhere. Okay, let's see. Serendipity. Okay, it kind of came out in reverse, so they're a little nervous. I'm not sure if it came out in reverse, but when I picked it up, sometime I pick it up, I think it was in reverse. However, that felt like they're a little nervous as to if you are going to say yes. I heard, please say yes. They're thinking about this with the thinker here at the bottom of the deck. They want you to say yes. I say yes to your mama and yes to you, baby. But when I say no, not tonight, you acting so ungratefully. The first time I said no is like I never say it. I like that song. That's Beyonce. Okay, so future is in alignment with fork in the road. They're unsure of what you're going to say, so they're like in between worlds right now, just wondering how things are going to play out, because this is the dark. And they're in the darkness. They don't know what's going to happen next. However, they do feel blessed to have you in their life as someone that they could envision themselves with, because I'm hearing that you are the best vision of their future that they've ever had. That was so sweet. Oh my gosh. Spirit, y'all some sweet spirits. They a little crazy sometimes, but they so sweet. Spirit knows what love is. They do. And then they come through and tell you, do you listen? I hope so. Because they come through and you always gotta be like, wait, what they said? Okay? Spirit come through, they get to talking, you gotta listen. They be trying to tell you a thing or two or three or five. Okay? Yo, listen, this is good stuff. They be trying to save lives out here. What else, Spirit? There's a lot of cards that just came out of my hand. But I'm gonna take 4 of them. I'll just leave this one too, because it's the Hermit. They've been really self-reflecting a lot lately. They've been thinking about how they're gonna come towards you, what they finna say. Okay. What he say? This person is thinking about the fact that they want to have a beautiful family. They want to have a child. Okay, they think about babies. They think about a baby. Okay, look, they holding a baby in their hand. The King of Pentacles is a pentacle, but I also view that as abundance, but I also view that as like a baby sometimes. And like the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes it looks like a baby to me, or like a very beautiful gesture. This person is very giving. with this King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Very giving, very loving, very loving. And the Magician is out again. I think they know they're a magician. I don't know if they knew before. No, they didn't know before or something. They knew that they had powers, but I don't think they realized that they're a magician, but they don't know. They know now. If they're watching, they know now. This person, because they're a magician, they got all the tools all the time. Anybody with the tools all the time and know how to make nothing turn into something, and they seeing stuff that other people don't see, that's a magic trick, baby. Everybody don't have that, okay? See? Everybody doesn't have that. No, sorry, Bob. No, honey. No. See, God has always been with this person and you as well. So I'm getting something. The two of you could have had similar lives where you felt abandoned, okay? I'm getting the, what's that word? Abandonment issues. Feeling like nobody was really caring in your younger years, like you had to just figure it out by yourself. See, with the Fool, I didn't even notice I was there at the bottom of the deck. I feel as though, I don't want to call it trauma bonding. It's just a twin soul thing where it just so happens that the both of you went through abandonment. This is why this person has this feeling inside of them to be so loving and giving, is because they didn't get that. So their heart is so strong and pure that instead of being bitter and like projecting bitterness onto others, they transmute it into love, and then they want to give and help people. It's just that many times both of you went through a stage where you would keep on giving to people that never deserved it, because then they become users and abusers. And then both of you went through that phase where you'll end up enabling those around you because you're so giving. And then these people kind of like expect what they don't really deserve because they don't appreciate. And then you end up, both of you know what it feels like to be drained. And I think you've learned from that. So it's only made you stronger for the future, because these are the things that you had to learn before you ended up with this person. So like, this is why the love is so effortless. The two of you have learned so much on your own. Nobody could ever take these lessons away from you, and you're easily able to understand each other. And then on that card where it says date, and it says, I love to get together sometimes and learn more about you. It's like when you, and then the other card, it says something like, I forgot, it was something like, I picked it up though. Is it here? Something like, oh, this is the card too that I'm thinking about. It says, time stops when I gaze into your eyes. So you guys are going to be looking dead in each other's eyes all the time, and it's going to cause tingles, okay? I just heard tingles, okay? So strap up your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like the two of you are able to look into each other and see each other's pain. You don't have to say it, you can feel it, because that's like the ability of a magician. I feel like both of you are alchemists. Ordained by God. The Hierophant is here. Oh, and then two little people are here, which is like that on all the cards, but I wasn't paying so much attention here because they look like little shadows. So I wasn't even looking at them as I look at them in different cards. Shadows. Oh, they're both shadows. This is interesting. Hold on, I want to think about that for a second. The shadows. The shadows of you have submitted to God? The shadows of you. Wow, that's deep. The both of you have dived into the depths of your darkness and you're not afraid. Which is the reason why the both of you are alchemists. Yes, I see. Do you see what I see? Or do you hear what I hear? Is that a Christmas song? I don't know. I don't do Christmas. But I do hear that song. What song is that? I don't know. Whatever. Music just be taking me to a place. Wait, I still want to think about this. Hold on. The shadow. You submitted. You've learned lessons. It's like you've gone through the dark night of the soul. You understand it. And now you're ready for the next phase of life now. You know, because you can't do a thing if you don't know enough. You can't do a thing if you don't know a thing. So because the both of you have figured out what is required to move forward, now the blessings come, because there's tests that we must pass before we can move forward. And if the test is not passed, then you get stuck. You feel stuck. But when you pass the test and you do what God has for you to do in order for you to move forward, then you open doors for yourself. Like, you know, I heard the pearly gates open, and it's the gates of opportunity. And that card came out a minute ago or a while ago in the beginning. Empathy, date, future. Future full of love. There's something about a vow to one another not to abandon. There's something big about abandonment. And abandonment issues are really hard to deal with because it makes it difficult for you to trust. And then you always worried about somebody gonna leave you somewhere in a corner by yourself. And that's one of the worst fears that someone could have, because you don't want to feel that. Especially it's like opening up a wound from the past that you don't want to think about anyway. And then that's the Hermit, and that's retrospection, self-reflection. Yes, abandonment is definitely something that both of you have dealt with. And even though that is what happened, it only makes this bond stronger, because I don't want to call it trauma bonding, but it's more so of healing. It's healing in a way where I feel like it's only trauma bonding when you keep talking about the trauma and you're not getting to a place of resolution. If there's no solution, then it's trauma bonding. However, if you're talking about something and you mention something that happened and you just venting to someone that you trust and you care about, and then you talk about how to improve that mindset and make it better to the point where you're no longer fearful of abandonment, then that's healing. That is treatment, you know, that's improvement. So that's when it's no longer trauma bonding. That's when it's not considered that. When you get to a point of healing, then you can't call it trauma bonding, because that's not where it ends. It always has to start with the trauma to end at the healing, but you just have to make sure you get to the healing part, okay? Yeah. Anything else? Random? Self-care. So it says, if you want to live like royalty, didn't I say something about purple and royalty? Spirit doing the things again. They connecting dots and tick-tocking. Okay, self-care. If you want to live like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty. And these cards have purple in it as well. This is a royal couple. That's just what I'm gonna say, because it happened just like that, this way. Time stops when I gaze into your eyes. I no longer look at you with confusion. I look at you with surprise. I think that's it for this message. I find it very sweet and healing for the two of you lovebirds. And thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for all of those who do like, share, and subscribe, and send love offerings and purchase anything from me. I greatly appreciate your interaction with this channel and me, and having the the desire to want to learn and understand about improving your life for the better, so that you could be a better version of yourself, so that you could understand and no longer feel confused, okay? One step at a time, one day at a time. Get it right and get it tight, and everything gonna be all right, okay? I'll see you in the next one.